Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Listening to the testimony and the questions, it came to my mind, oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Here we are, we find ourselves faced with $1.2 trillion to invest in infrastructure. And so the ports can't get it all done today, so there are some complaints to be sure. The state's trying to push the money out, and the contractors faced with a significant increase in contracts available to them, so much so that the various materials necessary to build the systems become expensive. Demand. Oh, happy day. $1.2 trillion. Water Resources Development Act moving along. Job shortages? No. People to do the jobs? Not available? Happy day. People have an opportunity to get a job. There are programs to train people. Oh, happy day. It's in the legislation that's been passed. You think about what's happened over the last 2 years with legislation. Yes, we have implementation problems, no doubt about it. But those implementation problems are really the result of an enormous amount of federal investment that is available for the ports, on the dock, in the water, dredging, rail lines, crossings, states flush with money from the federal government to build the systems. But yes, there are implementation problems, and contractors faced with significant demand for the goods and the services to build the systems. Happy day. Yep, but there's still problems. I want to go into one of them. I see my colleague, Mr. Johnson, has left at a most inopportune moment. Perhaps he'll return. But 2 years ago, we worked on the Ocean Shipping Reform Act. He's back. Hello, Mr. Johnson. I'm about to say good things about you and the new legislation that we have. Mr. Tucker, thank you so very much for bringing to our attention the issue of the implementation of the Ocean Shipping Reform Act. Again, happy day. A major piece of legislation was passed, and now we have to update it. I would appreciate if you could comment. I guess this is really to the majority party. Mr. Johnson, I know you're pushing hard to get this bill off the floor so that we can put into the Coast Guard bill. So let's see what we can do. Mr. Tucker, talk to us about the implementation of the Ocean Shipping Reform Act and the next steps that are in the bill. And thank you very much for endorsing, your organization endorsing the bill. This is 1836.
Thank you. I'll quote, before I get too deep, I'll quote Dirty Harry and saying, a man's got to know his limitations. I am far more a trucking and surface transportation mind than ocean. That said, I'll let you know that TIA supported the Ocean Shipping Reform Act by Congressman Garamendi and Congressman Johnson. TIA members were hesitant about more government regulations, but welcomed the legislation text about creating a definition of unreasonable demurrage and detention fees and trying to reverse the trend of a few ocean carriers using retaliatory practices against manufacturers and shippers. These shipping laws have not been updated in more than 20 years. Also echo your oh happy days because I'm old enough to remember the years and years and years of continuing resolution without vision. So thank you.
Good afternoon, friends. I have major news to share with you today. A few changes may be coming soon for Americans that claim SNAP benefits. The USDA is expected to look into changing calculations for SNAP beneficiaries. This may mean larger benefits for select households. My dear friends, I'll be covering everything that you need to know. So please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway friends, please click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. As February draws closer, new SNAP payments will be made to eligible households across all 50 states and territories. And according to Newsweek, SNAP payments continue to help millions of low-income and vulnerable families with their grocery bills. This is part of a pledge that no American should forgo the right to food. SNAP benefits are paid monthly to recipients. The amount a claimant receives is based on a number of factors, including income and how many people reside in their household. However, when you get your money, depends on the state or territory in which you reside. While the funds are provided by our federal government, each state is responsible for setting dates and making the payments. According to the Pew Research Center, as of July 2023, 12.5% of the U.S. population relied on SNAP benefits. Newsweek has also noted that the disbursement date of SNAP varies across states and is usually based on an individual or household's case number. For example, in Alabama, the date on which money is sent to recipient's account will vary. It's according to their case number. Arizona has a different approach, determining payment dates based on the initial letter of the last name. Elsewhere, in certain states like Alaska and Rhode Island, all SNAP amounts are issued on the same date. While SNAP payments are lifted by inflation each year, claimants in Hawaii could be seeing uplift to their benefits this year. This is as the U.S. Department of Agriculture is looking to recalculate the amounts due to exceptionally high food costs. So now, through March 4th, the USDA will seek information from stakeholders statewide about food prices and how the program can better serve local communities. The USDA currently uses food cost data from the city and the county of Honolulu and does not account for the higher costs of food for those living in other counties when evaluating the Thrifty Food Plan, which determines the maximum SNAP benefit for the state. Representative Takuda introduced legislation in July to separate the Thrifty Food Plan study in Hawaii between urban and rural communities, which would better account for the cost of local food and help more families afford healthy and nutritious food. Because food prices in Hawaii are among the highest in the nation, Senator Brian Schatz worked directly with USDA Secretary Tom Vilsack and have urged him to update its cost analysis in the state of Hawaii. Following the initial phase to gather information, the USDA may then use that data to propose and finalize a new rule to ensure benefits take into account food costs. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on this? Should SNAP benefits be based according to where you live? Please let me know in the comments section below. According to Newsweek, childcare costs have also been increasing. Parents have long been feeling the strain of childcare as inflation remains stubbornly high. Approximately 47% of parents spend up to $18,000 a year on their childcare expenses, while 20% of parents indicated they spend more than $36,000 in a year. Compare this to the yearly tuition and room and board rate at public, state university, and parents might be shocked. For the 2023 to 2024 school year, the average cost of attendance for a public four-year in a state university is $24,030. A recent report which surveyed 2,000 parents discovered 35% of parents had tapped into their savings account to cover childcare, and 68% of respondents had only 6 months' worth of savings. Newsweek has also confirmed that the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services said childcare is only considered affordable when it costs families no more than 7% of their household income, while the average weekly babysitter cost is a whopping $766. Average daycare costs are not much better at $321. Dear friends, please let me know what your thoughts are on this in the comments section below. Well, my magnificent and most marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Thank you, dear friends, for being part of this community. To say thank you, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.